I've been there too many times, where streets are paved with tears, potholes full of alibis, and the lakes are full of beer. There's a tavern here on every block where folks are broken down. I'm leaving here on the next bus out of Heartbreak Town. Don't tell me about that Heartbreak Town, where there is so much pain, where lives are wrecked and torn apart. Some things never change. Don't tell me that she still lives there, breaking poor hearts down, where she leaves them in her wake. Don't tell me about a heartbreak town. I spent my life believing lies, trying to see the best, holding all my feelings in, just like all the rest. Now I know it's time to go. I've done all I can. I'm leaving on the first bus out, right out of this heartbreak town. I hope you don't make a turn where there's no exit out, to a dead-end road that takes in to a place called Heartbreak Town. Don't tell me about that Heartbreak Town, where there is so much pain, where lives are wrecked and torn apart. Some things never change. Don't tell me that she still lives there, breaking poor hearts down, where she leaves them in her wake. Don't tell me about a heartbreak town, where she leaves them in her wake. Don't tell me about a heartbreak town.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time. The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Are you ready? It's showtime. Please Please welcome Tim Kelly.
Monday, I was dragging like a rusty old wagon. Tires all flattened, got it down back. This late night red eye overtime habit. Tuesday, Wednesday, no better. Thursday, felt like forever. This struggle bus gotta lead to something. Hello, Friday, I could kiss you. The weeks work me way too hard. I'm gonna toast you with a Pabst Blue and thank the good Lord for this bar. Maybe I'll ask a cowboy to dance. Yeah, I think I see my chance. Staring from across the room, looking like he's in a dancing mood. Hello, Friday, I could kiss you. Put my lips on a long neck, drink a little of my paycheck. Jackpot, jukebox, when I hear that throwback. George Jones takes me way back, like a Kodak. And I'm smiling, cause you're right on time. And finally, hello Friday, I could kiss you. The weeks work me way too hard. I'm gonna toast you with a Pabst Blue and thank the good Lord for this bar. Maybe I'll ask a cowboy to dance. Yeah, I think I see my chance. Staring from across the room, looking like he's in a dancing mood. Hello, Friday, I could kiss you. Hello, Friday, I could kiss you. The work weeks work me way too hard. I'm gonna toast you with a Pabst tattoo and thank the good Lord for this bar. Maybe I'll ask a cowboy to dance. Yeah, I think I see my chance. Staring from across the room, looking like he's in a dancing mood. Hello, Friday, I could kiss you. The weekend really gets me in the mood. Hello, Friday, I could kiss you.
Her name is Shayna G with our Friday anthem song, Hello Friday. We're glad you're here, and we're getting you ready for the weekend, ladies and gentlemen. And what a few days it has been. In the 70s here in Branson, Missouri, the live show capital of the world, but that's going to change this weekend come this next Sunday. Before that, getting us started tonight, Bo Powers with a great tune called Heartbreak Town, and we've got more great country music on the way. Welcome to the Tim Kelly Show, live from Branson, Missouri, the live show capital of the world. I am live on my website at KICRIndieCountryRadio.com. I am live on YouTube at KICR Indie Country Radio, and I'm live on TikTok at Tim Kelly on Air. Come and chat with me, say hello, and I hope you guys had a great Christmas yesterday as well. Only one show this week. This is it tonight, and this is the last show until the brand new year starts, so I want to wish everybody a Happy New Year as well in 2026. I've got a couple of great radio interviews tonight. B. Smith from the UK is going to join me in hour number 1, and then Mike Suds Sadinsky from Florida will join me in hour number 2. You'll get to hear the story behind their songs, and of course, as always, lots of great country music on the radio. Lots of great shout outs to the radio stations that carry this program as well, replay this program. KUHS Denver at KUHSdenver.com, Country Road 58 from Germany, countryradio.musicbox4friends.com from Belgium, down OnTheRoadRadio.com from Ireland, Bourbon Trail Radio, Top Shelf Radio, Texas, Radio 94.3 in Sweden, Hot and Funky Radio at hotandfunkyradio.com, KWRadio.com. We are on Boone Country in Canada, TexasBrewRadio.com in Texas, NBRNonline.com in Nashville, and the Music Room in the UK as well. This next artist is making her radio debut tonight on the Tim Kelly Show's New Music Friday. She was on a show called The Road on CBS, which just wrapped up. So these next three songs are from that program. It airs on CBS on Sundays, and they just wrapped up season 1 while we were off on the holiday break. So we're going to play 3 songs in a row from those artists. Cassidy Daniels, rather. This is called Backbone on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on New Music Friday.
Once upon a time, there was a princess betting on tears and counting kisses, sitting on the porch, she's begging wishes to ride on in and make her a missus. White night in a pickup truck, there's an old lady in a broke-down house too, living on tears and the shade of deep blue. Love don't love the way it used to, 'cause he took off every time the wind blew. She said that's just my luck, but how long can you pass the buck? If you got backbone, go get on up. Life gets heavy, life gets tough. You got to live strong, girl, tell you what. Even if it's all you got, a girl's got to have backbone. Well, people gonna say what people gonna say, and lovers gonna love and haters gonna hate. There's nothing you can do about what you can't change. Doesn't really matter anyway. If you got backbone, go get on up. Life gets heavy, life gets tough. You got to live strong, girl, tell you what. Even if it's all you got, a girl's got to have backbone. Straighten up, shoulders back, chin high, put a smile on it. Straighten up, shoulders back, chin high, if he doesn't put a ring on it. Straighten up, shoulders back, chin high, put a smile on it. Straighten up, shoulders back. Oh, you got to have backbone. Go get on up. Life gets heavy, life gets tough. You got to live strong, girl, tell you what. Even if it's all you got, a girl's got to have backbone. Go get on up. Life gets heavy, life gets tough. You got to live strong, I tell you what. Even if it's all you got, a girl's got to have backbone. Ha!
It's time for today's newest country music, Indie Country Radio, with Tim Kelly.
I can tell that you think you're gonna take my man. You think your grass is greener, but let me help you understand. I can see right through your thieving ways. I put that ring on his left hand. You're a master of deception and a champion of lies. You won't catch him looking round. He stays lost in my eyes. If you wanna push this thing, I can cut you down to size. Let me tell you, he ain't looking at you, honey. I'm the one to blame. You think you got what it takes, but I'm his everything. I'm here playing for keeps. You're just playing games. shore, but we got history. It's kinda sad you chase after what will never be. 'Cause if you took your bait, there's no damn way you'd be the man for me. He ain't looking at you, and honey, I'm the one to blame. You think you've got what it takes, but I'm his everything. I'm here playing for keeps, you're just playing games. Honey, I'm more than just a spy. I'm the whole damn thing. Now I've seen your desperate kind before, and he won't even notice you walking out those swinging doors. I'm here playing for keeps, you're just playing games. Honey, I'm more than just a spy. I'm the whole damn thing. I'm more than just a spy. I'm the whole damn
She is my good friend Billy Joe Jones. She is from Emory, Texas, a very talented young lady. Her latest single out to radio right there is called Flame. You need to go get that one. It is fantastic. Billie, Billy Joe Jones, and she is fantastic, as I said. And I had a great radio interview with her not too long ago. You can check out that story in the Tim Kelly Show interview archives at the top of the homepage at KICR-IndieCountryRadio.com. She was also recently a contestant on The Road on CBS that airs on Sunday nights, and that is Blake Shelton, Keith Urban, and Gretchen Wilson plays the tour manager, and they're going on tour with Keith Urban, and the contestants get to vote for the best artist that they think is going to make it in the world of country music. And the one that they voted for is this next artist who I have played several times years ago. His name is Adam Sanders. You want to go check him out. Adam Sanders Music is where you can find him. He won $250,000 and a recording contract for winning this season of The Road on CBS. How lucky do you have to get in the world of country music? Well, you just need one, and that's the title of this song from Adam Sanders on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on this New Music Friday.
Girl, don't rush off the phone. I know it's getting late. While I got you, hear me out. I got a lot to say. I've been sitting here wondering where we went wrong since you've been gone. If you gotta go, I get it. But girl, if you got a minute, I just need one to prove that we ain't done. I know we said we were gonna hang it up, but baby, don't hang up. Yeah, I can love you back if you can back all the letting you're leaving run. I don't need every chance there is under this missing you sun. Baby, I just need one. It just took one mistake for me to realize I didn't want to make that one again in my life. Be a hell of a heartbreak. If I had to set you free, you might find somebody new. But girl, when it comes to me, I just need one to prove that we ain't done. I know we said we were gonna hang it up, but baby, don't hang up. Yeah, I can love you back if you can back all the letting you're leaving is under this missing you song. Oh, 'cause baby, I just need one. If it's over, girl, I get it. But if there's a shot at a future with you in it, I just need one. Girl, I just need you. Yeah, I know we said we were gonna hang it up, but that's one thing that I can't do. Yeah, I can love you back if you can back off and letting your leaving run. I don't need every chance there is under this missing you song. Baby, I just need one. I just need one. Oh, baby, I just need one. I just need one.
This is Beverly Brown Sims, and you're listening to the Tim Kelly Show's New Music Friday on KICR Indie Country Radio, playing New Country's best.
Girl, I swear, it looks like you might be feeling the way I'm feeling when I saw you over here slow dancing all alone. You look like you might need somebody to hold on to, so if you don't mind, could I have this dance with you? It ain't just tequila talking that got my feet to walking. I can tell by the look in your eyes you could use someone to sympathize. Hold you tight and turn your frown upside down while we're on the dance floor spinning round and around. Now I'm no stranger to being all tangled up in blue. Sometimes a smile is few and far between, and it's okay. We don't have to take this any farther than this dance. Baby, that's alright with me. It ain't just tequila talking that got my feet to walking. I can tell by the look in your eyes you could use someone to sympathize. Hold you tight and turn your frown upside down while we're on the dance floor spinning round and around. Tequila talking that got my boots to walking. I can tell by the look in your eyes you could use someone to sympathize. Yeah, hold you tight and turn your frown upside down while we're on the dance floor spinning around and around.
You're listening to the Tim Kelly Show on KICR, IndieCountryRadio.com. It is New Music Friday. I'm playing the best in new country music, and I've got some great radio interviews for you on the program tonight, the day after Christmas, and playing Christmas music as well. And we're talking tonight to B. Smith from the UK. How are you, my friend?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. Thanks for doing the program tonight. I really appreciate the time, and I appreciate the music, too. You got some great music.
Thank you very much, and thanks for having me on. I appreciate everything you do for us indie artists. It's not easy, so any exposure we can get and anyone we can connect with and to play our songs is brilliant. So thank you so much for that.
Well, you're very welcome. It is a pleasure. It's a pleasure meeting you. I've played your music several times on this program. This is the first time we have talked, and I love your accent already. I love hearing you talk, that's for sure.
Thank you. I mean, I'm a little bit sick at the moment, so my voice isn't up to par, as we would say here. But yeah, as long as you can understand me, that's the main thing.
Isn't it something? Last year, it's when I really got sick. Me and my wife both, and I had to miss some radio shows too because around the holidays, it just seems like that is that time. It's cold and flu season over here, and you probably have it over there too.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. And usually, I mean, last year I think I managed to dodge it, but this year I've been lumbered with it. So I think it's a combination of working too much and not sleeping enough. So anyway.
Well, and that singing and what you do vocally is amazing, but it's a lot of work too that people don't realize, to do that and put that much stress on your vocals too.
It really is, and I think that's the thing. There's a lot of times where I questioned, like, why shouldn't I have been a drummer instead?
Yeah.
It really doesn't matter if you've got a cold. If you're a drummer, you can still drum. So maybe, I don't know, maybe that'll be a side hustle for me one day.
I always get the drumstick at Thanksgiving. I try to anyway. I love those. I'll tear a turkey apart. But you're tearing up.
That's my favorite too.
Yeah, you're tearing up some country music, and you were born and raised over there in the UK in Lancashire. So you got a big time change. So I appreciate the time tonight. We're probably keeping you up real late too. But your love for country music. How old were you when you started loving country?
Oh gosh, I mean, I think the first time I'd heard country music over here, like on mainstream, was when Leanne Rimes had released "Can't Fight the Moonlight" with the movie, and then we had Shania Twain, and that was kind of what we had access to on the radio. Now back then we didn't have the internet and stuff, and I've said this before, like I really envy kids these days who can just access any genre of music they want at the click of a button. Like it's so amazing to be able to just discover new artists so easily when the internet is great for that.
It is.
But yeah, so when I was growing, I mean, I was probably in my teens when I first discovered it. But then when I started writing and as I got older and I was sort of late teens and I discovered other country music artists, I used to go to the local record store and I would literally choose a single or an album based off of the artwork, and whatever spoke to me, I'd pick that up, and it didn't matter what genre it was. And I remember I came across Rascal Flatts as well, and when I started listening to Rascal Flatts and the storytelling of their music, I was like, oh, now I get it. Like, this was the genre that actually fit the way that I naturally wrote, because I would always kind of write things that was, stories, true stories, things that had happened, I had experienced, and I would kind of write about them as more like a diary, if you will. Yeah. So then when I discovered Rascal Flatts, and then I just kind of went down a rabbit hole of discovering other country artists, and I was like, oh, okay, this is it. I'm a fan for life now, so yeah.
I love it. You were talking about, that's something you just taught all the independent artists. We can't hear the song if we're just looking at the artwork, so you got to work on your artwork, man. That might be an album that you want to get to listen to just by looking at it. It's kind of like those commercials we see on TV for perfume. You can't smell the perfume, but sometimes they do such a great job they can sell it without you even smelling it, huh?
It's right, yeah, and I think that's the thing. I mean, I'm a bit quirky like that. I do like all the weird and wonderful. I remember coming across Jewel actually, and I loved. She had, I think the album was called Spirit, and I loved the artwork on that. I loved how like vulnerable she looked on the picture. I had never heard of her before in my life, but I just picked that album up, brought it home, listened to it, and I was like, wow, this is amazing. So I think there is the old saying is don't just judge a book by its cover. But in saying that, I think if you can be, as an independent, if you can be really creative with your artwork and kind of have that kind of sense of intrigue in there, I think, for people like me, I would certainly pick that up and give that a listen.
Absolutely. And speaking of not judging a book by its cover, you mentioned vocally the young lady LeAnn Rimes, who I listened to back in the 90s when she was 13.
Yeah.
And you would never look at a 13-year-old and think she could belt out the tunes that LeAnn Rimes could. When she sang Blue and that girl could yodel and do all this other stuff vocally.
Oh, my goodness,
there you go. Don't judge a book by the cover. Who would have knew that would happen with LeAnn Rimes, huh?
Oh, I know. I heard when the first time I heard her sing Blue, I think we had a show over here called Top of the Pops. I don't know if you have that over there. And artists used to sing live on there, which was great. And she came and she sang Blue, and I remember just sitting in my living room going, "What is this? This is unbelievable!" And because she was absolutely phenomenal. Yeah, I love her, and I still love her now. I love all the new stuff that she's bringing out too. I think she's amazing.
Some of the others that you grew up listening to, the Carpenters, man, and that's one thing I don't think anybody, even AI, cannot copy Karen Carpenter's voice. She just has such a unique voice in the world of music. That is awesome. Mike and the Mechanics, you mentioned Shania Twain, you got Joni Mitchell, the Beatles, Jewel, Eva Cassidy. There's a bunch of good stuff there. You got a wide variety of music you like. You're like me.
Yeah, I think that's it. I think sometimes people can kind of get caught up in a little box of they'll only listen to one kind of genre of music. And to me, music's a feeling. It's about, what kind of mood I'm in. Like, I will listen to ABBA when I'm cleaning the house and I'm, wanting to get my stuff done. But then if I'm really in my feels, I'll listen to a bit of, I don't know, some soul music. I'd listen to some Ray LaMontagne. I love him. And it really depends what mood I'm in. Yeah. And I remember I met a punk rocker, actually, an old devout punk rocker, would not listen to any other genre ever, and he was in his 60s, and he came to see a show of mine, actually, and he was crying at my song Little Girl's Heart, and it was unbelievable. He's still there with his Mohican. I'll never forget it.
That's
and
awesome.
he said to me, I've never listened to anything else, and I can't remember which artist he said put him onto it, but he'd listened to a country artist, and he just, again, like I did, went down the rabbit hole, and now he's like obsessed with country music. So it's amazing.
I was playing ABBA and Dancing Queen when I was DJing back in the 80s when I went to broadcasting school. And I'll tell you what, if you're cleaning the house to Dancing Queen from ABBA, you're probably going to miss a few spots. You're going so fast, right?
Absolutely. And me and my husband got married in Greece, so it was kind of the theme tune from Mamma Mia. So that holds a special place in my heart.
I love that one too. You got married in Greece, so man, I bet that was a beautiful wedding.
Oh, we guaranteed the weather. I'll give you that, because in England, it rains all the time. Yeah. So, it was we got married in Santorini. We're celebrating 10 years next year, and it was just absolutely stunning. It was amazing. Oh, if you've never been, you have to go and check it out. Right. Just go when it's out of season, because it's so busy otherwise. I would say we went before it got Instagram trendy. So I probably couldn't even afford to get married there now, but we managed to. We got a good deal.
That is awesome. The only grease I've ever seen is the ones you can drop those turkey legs in and fry them. Doggone it. That was my idea of grease, but I like yours better. You do have this on the top of your website. I love this statement, and it is so true. Country music is about storytelling, and I've got some stories to tell. That is great for a songwriter, isn't it?
Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, it's so true. I think, when I was out performing when I was younger, I'd kind of perform pop music on the circuit because that's all people from my way knew and all they wanted to hear, and I just, there's nothing wrong with that. Like I say, I love pop music as well, but for me as a songwriter, it just kind of felt a bit soulless and a little bit, I want to have things to say, and I want to say them through music.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's why I'm here, and that's what I'm going to do.
That's awesome. I get a lot of country pop that I really like from young artists like you. Male and female are both doing it. And, you know, these young artists, though, too, like yourself, are keeping traditional country music alive. I love the steel guitar in there. Alabama says you got to have a fiddle in the band. I totally agree with that for country music. And, you know, and making traditional country is a process, too, with those instruments. And vocally, it is. So that's good stuff. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, absolutely. I think for my second record that you'll hear is much more of a country pop influence, but my heart is with traditional country music, and that's the kind of music that I'm making moving forward. And you'll hear that if you check me out, you'll hear it. You'll start to hear the kind of the shift in it. It's going towards more traditional country music because that's what I love. 90s country particularly is my absolute favorite era.
Oh, me too. That's what got me into country radio. I was living in Southeast Oklahoma where Blake Shelton grew up, and in Ada, Oklahoma. And when he came along, and Garth before him, and Toby Keith, Vince Gill, all those guys from Oklahoma, I'm like, I got to start doing this 90s country radio thing. And so I've been doing country radio ever since. So.
Yeah. Oh my God! Like how amazing to be from where they're from as well. Like, so, I mean, it's just a dream for me being in the UK. We spent some time over in Nashville. We came over to the States in the summer. I did a promotional tour where I came over and managed to visit a few states and spent some time in Nashville. And I was like, oh God, if this was just on my doorstep, I would absolutely. You know, I feel like you take advantage and you take it for granted where you're from.
Yeah.
So not being from there, I'm like, oh, it's amazing to come and visit and see that. So we definitely have plans to move over as soon as we can.
Awesome. Well, you mentioned earlier about technology. With one push of the button, we're putting you on 13 radio stations tonight around the country and around the world. I'm on Ireland, Belgium, Germany, Colorado, over here in the United States, a few stations in Texas, one in Nashville, and Sweden over there across the pond. They took my show and asked for it, and they've been around since 1979 when I got to looking up that radio station. That kind of blew me away. But you're getting on all of those, and you only have to speak the language of English. Isn't that cool?
Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate that.
You guys speak pure English over there in the UK. You're the real deal.
Well, yeah, true, yeah. I mean, it's so funny, people that aren't from England, when they come over, especially in the northwest of England, I think it's the only place on the planet where you can literally drive for 10 minutes and you have a whole different accent. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Now, you took a break for a time from music to become a mom. So let me ask you, how many kids do you have? And if so, are any of them musically inclined like Mom?
I have one. We have a daughter called Lana. She's 7 now, and she's music mad. Like, if you ask, I mean, God love her, she came on the tour with us over the summer, and she at the end of it, she knew like every word to every Elton Jackson song. She knows all Jody Messina stuff because we were driving for so much as well. And she's just on the road with us, and that's all we were playing. And she's, you know, if you ask her, she'll say, I'm sick of country music. And she just loves, she's a pop kid. She's into this K-pop Demon Hunters and all the things that are going on at the moment, this big Korean pop movement that's happening. She loves it. Yeah, she loves all that. But any kind of music, she's always been musical, but whether she'll go into music, I don't know. We'll see. She's obsessed with wildlife, so. Okay, well, that sounds awesome. You know, Jody Messina, you brought up, she scored 9 #1 singles with her former record label, Curb Records. Then in 2019, she started her own independent record label. It's called Dreambound Records, and she started recording on her own in her own recording studio and everything, and on her own label. And she's got some great original music from that, too. I've been playing her album, Me, for quite a while, and there's some great songs on there. Peace Sign and Love on a Maybe and Me, the title track. It's all good stuff. She's got such a unique voice in the world of country music, doesn't she? She really has. She's one of my favorites, Jody Messina. I love what I love about her, and I'm kind of... I like her versatility. So I like that she can do like a bit of a kick-ass, almost country rock kind of vibe as well. But then she can slow it down with a lovely ballad, and and she has that sensitive side and that sassy side, and I can relate to that. So I absolutely love that about her.
Absolutely.
I'm a big fan.
You've been staying busy and doing a lot of shows over there. We were talking about that when we just got started on this phone conversation, that, vocally you're pretty wore out because you've been so busy. And so that is awesome. And isn't country music loved by everybody? And especially over there, too. You got a big fan base over there.
Yeah, I mean, it's first of all, thank you to everyone who follows me and supports me as well on this journey, because I couldn't do it without you guys. And I know that sounds cheesy and cliche, but I really, honestly, genuinely mean that from the bottom of my heart. It's just, I think country music all of a sudden has just blown up, and I'm so grateful for that, because it means, first of all, I get booked for shows now, singing songs that I actually want to sing, and making music that I actually want to make. So I'm so grateful that it is accessible everywhere. And even, in Europe, like you mentioned before, in Sweden, Germany, Italy, has got a huge country music scene. France as well, I've connected with people from all over the world now on this journey who have, even someone I was speaking to from the Netherlands, and it was amazing how much they appreciate country music as well. And I do think it does boil down to the storytelling. Yeah. I think that's what people can relate to.
It is that for sure. And I'll tell you what, the females in the world of country music are doing pretty well, and so you've got a great bunch of people that you can look up to, other than even Leanne Rimes. There's Lainey Wilson, who just hosted the CMA Awards. You've got Carrie Underwood, who won American Idol 20 years ago. Can you believe it? In 2005, no. She's been doing music for 20 years. And this young lady, Ashley McBryde, there's a bunch of them out there that are still carving their way in the world of country music for the females. And how about Martina McBride? What a voice on her, huh?
Oh, she's absolutely unreal. Like Broken Wing is one of my all-time favorite songs as well. But I think Lainey Wilson, I absolutely love her. I often get compared to Lainey Wilson with my style, which is like the biggest compliment ever. But I mean, Miranda Lambert, she's one of my favorites as well. She's been going for like 20 odd years. I know she's recently had like, a new wave of younger country fans come into her with what she's doing with, supporting Morgan Wallen on tour. And, I think she's incredible. And Ashley McBride is hands down one of my favorite writers, female country writers. And I managed to visit her new bar actually on Broadway, which is above Eric Church's place. It's Chiefs, I think it's called. And if you've never been, or if anyone's never been, I would definitely urge you to go and visit that, because I think what she described it as, it's one of the only places on Broadway where during the day and at night you can go and experience real songwriting, original music from artists that are around the place who go in there and just showcase their own songs and don't just play the covers. And we went up there, and it's such a cool vibe. It's really cozy, almost looks like a little kind of jazz club in there. It's amazing, beautiful place.
That is awesome. I'm over here in the United States, and I haven't been to Nashville since 2018, and we used to go quite a bit, but I need to get back. I know it's changed in the last 6-7 years since I've been. So yeah. I've talked about this before, but unpopular opinion, I don't really care for Broadway so much, which sounds a bit silly, being that I'm from the UK, and I think a lot of people don't appreciate how much it has changed. And it's not the whole landscape of it. It's not how it used to be. It's very much kind of a party town now. There's nothing wrong with that, people love to do that, but in terms of like real artistry, if you want to go and see some real music, get down to Music Row, go to the bars that are down Music Row, don't go to Broadway, because I think if you're looking for those incredible writers' rounds and things, get down there, because that's where the real music is. Otherwise, you're just kind of seeing your covers and things, which are great and they're fun for a night out, but I was kind of shocked at how much it is like that, and not as kind of authentic as I was hoping it was going to be. But down Music Row way, wow, amazing, unbelievable talent down there. Right. Well, you were talking about earlier, people bringing country music back by going through vinyl albums now. That is making a comeback. Lainey Wilson has brought the bell bottoms back. She's called the bell bottom queen of country music now. And you may not have that going on, but I saw a video before we did the interview tonight of you in a pair of teal green cowboy boots that look pretty spiffy.
Thank you very much. Yeah, I think I'm very I have like kind of a boho aesthetic. I always have done. I love anything. Like Stevie Nicks is one of my favorite kind of icons for dressing. I love her style, and I love the Western style as well. I think I did wear bell bottoms for a short time, but continually got compared to Lainey Wilson. Like I say, is amazing compliment, but I kind of had to step away from that because I don't want to be a wannabe. I'm an artist in my own right. So
right.
If you see, kind of cowboy hats with flowers on, that's kind of my thing that I'm digging at the minute. So I like to change my style up, but it will always have kind of a bohemian sort of accent in there somewhere.
I love that. You got to be unique to stand out, because that talent pool runs deep, doesn't it? Not only in country music in general, just in the females that we've been talking about tonight. There is a bunch of them, and you're one of them, and I love your music. Let's talk about your first song, and then we'll play it for the folks tonight. Girls Like Me, Guys Like You. Tell us about this one.
So Girls Like Me, Guys Like You. So I co-wrote this with a chap called, in fact, both of the songs you're going to play, I co-wrote with a chap called Nick Sagar. He actually produced them as well. And the reason for this song is kind of a sassy one. It was about my frustration of when you go out with the girls and you're just being hit on, particularly by married men. Oh, it's such an ick of mine. And it happens so much, and it really irritates me that sometimes girls just want to go out because they want to go out with the girls. They want to have a laugh. They want to have a dance. They're not dressing for you, men. They're just wanting to go and have fun, and that is literally what this song is about.
That is awesome. I've been to shows like that, and pre-show, when we went and saw, for instance, Randall King, I've known of him for a long time, and I've known his girlfriend even longer. But, we go to that show, and pre-show, they're all out there line dancing to songs and just having a great time. And I thought that was just really fun to watch. They dress up and they like to go out, but they love to dance. A lot of them, don't they? Are you a big dancer?
I am. I mean, I try to. I've been to a couple of line dance classes before as well. Sometimes I do that in a little bit in my set. I'll try and get some of the audience to. I'm by no means a professional. I just love to do it because it's fun.
Yeah.
So I'll grab a couple of people up from the audience and they'll do some line dancing with me. So yeah, we have a great time.
Sure fun in your shows though when you can get other people to do it right in front of you on stage, huh?
Yeah, it's brilliant. I mean, I'm all about connection. So as much as I can connect with the audiences, that's what I love to do. So in fact, they're having a great time, I'm having a great time. So that's why I love it. I
can hear the connection in your voice, and we can sure hear it in your music. Let's play B. Smith, Girls Like Me, Guys Like You, and then we'll come back and talk to her some more on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on this New Music Friday.
I know by the way that you're staring, the ring that you ain't wearing, you think I didn't notice you put it in your pocket. Tell your wife that I said hi. Neon's buzzing, boots are stomping, the night's just getting started. That Johnny Walker Black, you can take it right back. It's only me and my girls tonight. And girls like me, no guys like you, know every game you play and every line you use. And girls like me got better things to do. No girls like me.
Smith with us tonight on the Tim Kelly Show on this New Music Friday. That is called Girls Like Me, Guys Like You, and that song just make you want to get out and dance and hit the dance floor. That's awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's what I was going for.
That's what you were going for. You nailed it. You nailed it.
Thank you
Awesome.
very much.
We'll talk about Little Girl's Heart here in just a second, but I did want to ask you, and we were talking off the air here a little bit, and about your start in the world of country music. Were you one of those little girls that were wanted to sing so bad you would stand in front of the bathroom mirror and sing into a hairbrush or something?
I was. I think when I grew up as well, the Spice Girls were a big influence to me. So me and my best friend from my childhood, and I'm still in touch with her now. I love her dearly. We live kind of separate lives now, but we're still in touch through the world of Facebook. Her and I used to make up dance routines and do little shows, and we were 2.5 Spice Girls each because there was only 2 of us. And we used to put shows on for friends and family and stuff. We absolutely loved it. That's literally all we did Friday and Saturday nights. We had a sleepover. We were just making up dance routines and singing our hearts out. So
awesome.
yeah, I've always loved it.
So did you ever go through that stage fright period, getting in front of folks, and you're like, "Whoa, look at all these people out here. This isn't the bathroom bathroom mirror anymore, or anything like that."
Yeah, I think as well. Like, so when I was growing up, I know I've spoken on this before, but it's kind of in our family, like singing wasn't viewed as a real job or a proper job, as we would say. Mm-hmm. So it was kind of discouraged. So when I did ever get up to sing, I would do like a karaoke or whatever. And I think I remember the first time I dared to do it. I think I was like 13, and I was terrified. Oh my goodness. And I was just, I froze. I felt like my throat seized up. I had the whole thing. Yeah,
wow.
It's terrifying when that happens. Yeah. I've grown out of it now, I'm happy to say.
Well, you've done several radio interviews too. I was talking to you about that while that song was playing, and I've seen you've done several radio interviews and podcasts, and you're fantastic at this. Real easy to talk to, and you keep the conversation going, and you're super lively. It's been a pleasure. I'd love to talk to you again sometime.
Aww. Thank you. I would love to be on again. Thanks very much for that. I appreciate that. I just love people. Love people. I think I just, and I do. That was one of the things when I was at school. On, as you would say, report cards, but on our, parents' evening things, it would be, she's a chatterbox. She talks too much. But, it stood me in good stead. So, yeah.
Hey, you sing as good as you talk, so that's a plus. It's a win-win. We love both of them. And I'll tell you what, you do love people, and that shows in your music. You want to tell these stories, and I think that's so amazing about the artist, how they put their heart and their soul out there in music and get to tell the stories that you want to tell. And that's one of the biggest benefits of staying independent, is making that kind of music that you want to make.
Yeah, absolutely. I think I was signed with a label that was based out of Louisiana, and then in the summer I kind of chose to sort of walk my own path and go independent. And that, it was kind of a scary decision at first. I was kind of like, whoa, what am I doing? Is this the right thing? But ultimately for me, it's the music that I want to make, and the more of it that comes out, you'll understand what kind of direction I want to go in, that wasn't necessarily kind of the direction that they wanted to go in. So I think being independent is really powerful, and it's really brave. But ultimately, you have full creative control, and I love that. I love being able to write what I want to write.
Absolutely. You talking about loving people, I know you love your husband. You told us this next year you're going to be celebrating your 10th year wedding anniversary, and you love your little girl. There's nothing better than having that family support when you're trying to do this country music thing, because it's not easy, is it?
It's not, and like I say, they were with me on tour out in the summer, and I was at an award show, and I'd said there, because one of my very, very good friends' parents had said, actually, there's a lot of wives that will follow their husbands around in their careers, but there's not many husbands that will follow their wives around, and it's so true. And he, we're a great team ultimately. I support him in the business that we have at home, and he supports me with mine. So I think you definitely need to have that if you're trying to make it in the music industry. You've got to have those people around you. I've got some great friends who are really grounding, who will just be honest with me, and they care ultimately, and that's definitely, you need a good support network around you for sure.
Absolutely. How did you meet your husband? Was it because of music or otherwise?
My sister actually introduced us.
There you go.
We were out in a bar one night, how much you do, and she introduced us, and it was love at first sight for me.
There you go. I love that. And so that's a neat story. I bet you could write a book, huh?
Oh, there's some songs coming.
Your song's coming. All right. That's what we want to hear. Well, drop some more songs. We'll be looking for that. Now, also, I wanted to ask you, too, let's see. Gosh, I can't remember now. I was going to ask you another question. Oh, what do you like to do away from music when you're not doing stuff in the studio? Maybe you like to cook or do something else away from music.
Oh, I love cooking. Yeah, cooking is one of my things. I'm a very keen gardener. I'm kind of frustrated in England. It rains so much.
Yeah.
It's really kind of hard to garden in England. But I'm a creative at heart, so I love doing kind of crafty things. I love to cook, and I homeschool my daughter, so that keeps me really busy. So it's finding ways of kind of juggling everything. I'm busy, but away from music, it is mainly kind of cooking, writing anyway. I love writing, whether it's songs or writing in general.
Yeah.
But yeah.
That is awesome. People don't realize this sometimes when we do these interviews. I always talk about it a lot because, there's so much that goes into being an independent artist. You're trying to build a brand. You've got logos to design, merchandise to design, and all of this other stuff. You're a teacher as well when you're homeschooling your daughter. So, you got a lot of stuff on your plate. And you like to cook, too, on top of it. That's a plus, but yeah.
Yeah, I'm very busy. We own a fiberglassing business as well in the UK, and when I can help there, I will do. But that's had to take kind of a back seat in terms of how much I help there. I'm a therapist by trade, actually. So at the moment, I'm just everybody's unpaid therapist. Wow. But my friends love me. I'm a problem solver for them. But yeah, I used to work in mental health. Mental health is very, very important to me. And with my single that's out at the moment, always on my mind, you'll hear that. If you follow me, you'll see kind of the reasons why I wanted to release that. And there's a whole merch line to go with that, and a campaign that I started called Light a Candle campaign, which is about lighting a candle and showing that support for someone who who is struggling with mental health, or maybe it's yourself that's struggling, or someone that we've lost to mental health struggles in the past, and veterans especially. All that is very close to my heart. So that's a cause that I've really wanted to combine since I got into music, was to be able to combine music and mental health. So I'm really, really proud of that project.
You're an amazing young lady. You've given me lots of reasons in the last 30 minutes to stay in country radio. How about that therapy? You didn't even know you were doing that, did you?
Thank you so much, Matthew.
You're welcome. Let's talk about Little Girl's Heart, and we'll play that for the folks as well.
Okay. What do you want to know?
What is this song about? Is it about your daughter, maybe, or is it about you when you were a little girl, or what?
It's about me growing up without my father. Okay. So my dad left when I was 6 years old, and my parents divorced, and there was no kind of communication with us kids. It's me and my brother at the time. There's no kind of communication with us about, kind of why he left or what happened, and I internalized a lot of that. Which actually inspired a lot of my sort of writing from a very early age. It was kind of, writing questions really, why did this happen? And ultimately kind of like a therapy for me. Yeah. And when I went through that, it was quite isolating, and it was actually I found it quite, I was ashamed of that. So at school, there was, everyone's parents were still together, and there was no one from a broken home. And I felt really kind of like an oddball about that, and growing up with that and all the things that come with it, I kind of felt I wasn't good enough, because if you're not good enough for your own father, who are you good enough for? And I just wanted to write about that experience for other people that have gone through it or who are going through it, so that they have something to relate to, because I kind of wish that I would have had that when I was younger.
Wow. I call these interviews the stories behind the songs. I never know what I'm going to hear when I ask some of these questions behind these songs. Thank you for telling these stories tonight, B. It's been a pleasure having you
You're
on.
welcome. Oh, you're welcome. It's been a pleasure to be on. And that you know, ultimately, I think if if there's a time where I'm releasing music that's not true to me, I know I've my time is up in this game. So for me, I have to write my truth, and I have to release music that means something to me. And if others can connect to that, I've done my job.
There you go. You have done your job tonight. Thank you for doing this interview. And this is going to go in the Tim Kelly Show interview archives on my website, so folks can go back and listen to it over and over again. You can share it on your social media. It'll be downloadable for you after the program airs. And thank you for doing this tonight. Where can folks find B. Smith if they want to check out more of your music? I've been looking at your website the whole time, but I'll let you tell all that.
Yeah, so if you go to my website first and foremost, there's a mailing list you can subscribe to, but all my socials are on there as well. So I won't bore you with every social individually; they're all on there. And it's B like a bumblebee, B-double-E, bmusicofficial.com.
There you go. We're going to play Little Girl's Heart, and then your third single hasn't dropped yet, so we're going to play Allie Ray, one of her songs, Back Road Party. It's fantastic as well. Keep doing your thing music-wise, and we'll see you on the radio and hopefully back on this program again.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me.
You are so welcome. Little Girl's Heart, B. Smith on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on this New Music Friday.
You told me absence makes the heart grow fonder. I believed you then, I was younger. Sitting on the driveway, praying you were on your way. Pretty bows in a party dress, Daddy's 6-year-old princesses, watching every car come round the corner. Mama said she's tried again to call you, that it might be your new baby that has made you late again. No, you wouldn't miss my birthday, but you never came. So much for being there when times are getting hard. Daddy's not supposed to chase the monsters from the dark. Daddy's not supposed to pick you up when you're falling apart. One thing daddies ain't supposed to do, they ain't supposed to break their little girl's heart. And I cried myself to sleep and not believing that I wasn't good enough to stop you leaving. And while you were playing happy families, but not with me, I learned with every passing year someone I don't need, 'cause you were never there when times are getting hard. Ain't daddy supposed to chase the monsters from the dark? And I'll be the reason your world is falling apart. It's one thing daddies ain't supposed to do, they ain't supposed to break their little girl's heart. Their little girl's heart. Little girl's heart. My heart. 16 summers pass and now you call me, trying to make up for lost time and saying sorry. But I'm not that birthday princess waiting for you on the drive, so you don't get to show up much too late again this time. 'Cause I know that I don't need you now when times are getting hard. your shoe still can break again. This little girl's heart.
Another hour of the best in new country starts now on Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best.
Pulled up deep in the woods where the pine trees lean. Tailgates down and we're set in the scene. Speakers blasting, cooler packed, mud on the tires and we ain't looking back. Yeah, hands in the air when the beat drops loud. We turn it up when the sun goes down. We raise it up like Friday night. Boots in the dirt and the fire's burning bright. Sing it loud, don't care who sees. It's back road parties where we feel free. Shake the ground, let the good times hit. If you ain't sweating, you ain't lived it yet. Yeah. Bonfire crackling in the tailgate shade. Somebody jumped in the creek by mistake. Uncle Maddie's dancing with a boot in hand, and someone turned the dog bowl into a beer can. Yeah, hands in the air when the beat drops loud. We turn it up when the sun goes down. We raise it up like Friday night. Boots in the dirt and the fire's burning bright. Sing it loud, don't care who sees. It's back road parties where we feel free. Shake the ground, let the good times hit. If you ain't sweating, you ain't lived it yet. Yeah. One more round, one more song. Ain't going home till the fire's gone. Boots in the dust and the night's still young. We broke 3 chairs and the vibe's still strong. We raise it up like Friday night. Boots in the dirt and the fire's burning bright. Sing it loud, don't care who sees. It's back road parties where we feel free. Shake the ground, let the good times hit. If you ain't sweating, you ain't lived it yet. Uncle Maddie's still going, I'll bet.
Her name is Allie Ray. What a great Friday night song that is on New Music Friday. It is called Back Road Party. And before that, B. Smith and a great radio interview from the UK. Thank you, B, for doing the show tonight. I sure appreciate it. And thank you for staying up late with us as well. And it's early morning over there already. And I'll tell you what, your interview was fantastic. And like I said, it's going to end up in the Tim Kelly Show interview archives. You can check that tab out at the top of the homepage of my website at KICRIndieCountryRadio.com. And B can download the interview and share it on her social media should she choose to do so as well. Welcome to hour number 2 of the Tim Kelly Show, live from Branson, Missouri, the live show capital of the world. And I am live still on that website at KICR Indie Country Radio. Scroll down until you see a Radio Boss player. Hit play on that one. And then I'm also on YouTube live at KICR Indie Country Radio. Like and subscribe to the YouTube channel, and it'll notify you when the next show airs, which will be next year. January the 7th will be the next live show on an Indie Wednesday. Jack Fiddler from the Jack Fiddler Band is going to kick off this hour. It is J-A-K if you want to look up Jack Fiddler Band. This is called So I Ride on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on New Music Friday.
There is dust on my boots and dust in my eyes. Oh, I've been riding along and home, get back to your side. Oh, I've been battling some demons through the wind and pouring rain, but I gotta keep pushing on, even through the pain. So I ride with the sun against my back. So I ride, we're coming back. See the devil in my eyes, you hear the lonesome moon shone bright underneath an old oak tree. As the wind blew cold through my soul, I heard it calling me. It said, Jack, put down your pen, come on and come to me. I won't listen to the wind, won't let it bother me. So I ride with the sun against my back. So I ride, ain't never coming back. See the devil in my eyes, you hear the lonesome demon cry. I ride, so I ride. So I ride with the sun against my back. So I ride, ain't never coming back. See the devil in my eyes, you hear the lonesome demon cry. I ride, so I ride. Yes, I ride, so I ride.
Great country tunes on the radio.
Get it?
Today's country.
Country lives right here. Country is what we do.
Today's country.
More of today's new country now.
I love the music.
You're listening to KICR Indie Country Radio, syndicated worldwide, playing new country's best.
Now this is my kind of country.
New country.
New country.
New country.
Well, she finally called a greyhound. Moved back up to Tennessee. She left me here in Texas. I guess she was tired of loving me. I heard she moved back in with her mama. And I heard she's doing well. Well, me, I'm going crazy, 'cause my whole life has gone to hell. Yes, I'm going crazy every minute that she's gone. I ain't found mine yet. searching since you left me. I can't shake this memory in my head. But I thought that I could move on and just let it be. I was sure that I could take it, but Lord, it's killing me.
Talented young gentleman keeping traditional country music alive, and when I say young, he just turned 18 years old. He is from Paris, Texas. His name is Anthony Price. Anthony Price Music on social media is where you can find him and his brand new single out there called Carry On. I'm glad to play it, and we are carrying on in hour number 2 of the Tim Kelly Show from Branson, Missouri, the live show capital of the world. After just a few more songs, my second radio interview of the night will join us. Mike Sadinsky is going to be here, and you're going to love that interview as well. He is from the great state of Florida, the Sunshine State. I recently interviewed this next young lady. Her name is Marie Norris. This is called God, Barbara, and Elvis, and the Barbara is Barbara Mandrell on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's best on New Music Friday.
It was God, Barbara, and Elvis that was my inspiration, that drove my determination from the start. Well, they taught me life lessons. Today I count my blessings. Those faithful souls gave meaning to my heart. If it wasn't for those three, I don't know where I'd be. When I was lost, they helped me find my way. It's because of God, Barbara, and Elvis, I'm the woman that I am today. When I was growing up, Elvis played a part, singing songs about his blue suede shoes. And I can still hear Barbara and the other Mandrell girls, that she was country when country wasn't cool. And I can't forget the stories that I read as a child about the Savior who gave me eternal life. And there's no doubt when I say I'm gonna see 'em all one day in the perfect place where no one It was God, Barbara, and Elvis that was my inspiration, that drove my determination from the start. Well, they taught me life lessons. Today I count my blessings. Those faithful souls gave meaning to my heart. If it wasn't for those three, I don't know where I'd be. When I was lost, they helped me find my way. It's because of God, Barbara and Elvis, I'm the woman that I am today. Elvis loved me tender, and Barbara gave me hope when I was lying single in a double bed. And God gave me strength when I felt I'd lost my way, and their spirits are still living in my head. If it wasn't for those three, I don't know where I'd be. When I was lost, they helped me find my way. It's because of God, Barbara and Elvis, I'm the woman that I am today. I'm the woman that I am today.
You're listening to the Tim Kelly Show's New Music Friday Live from Branson, Missouri on KICR Indie Country Radio, playing new country's best.
Well, I come from the country, just a good old boy. Love to play music and make a little noise. A little bit crazy, it may not be a country girl's dream, but give me one chance and I'll show you what love really means. I didn't go to college and I have no degree, but there's something you should know, make you wanna be with me. I'll never cheat on you and I'll show you how to have some fun. I'm just a food stomping, honky tonkin', redneck, hillbilly, beer drinking son of a gun. I drive an old Ford pickup with some rust on the bed. I work a double shift weekly just trying to get ahead. I don't have much money, but you'll have everything that you need. And when you look back on these times, I'm sure you will agree. I didn't go to college and I have no degree, but there's something you should know, make you wanna be with me. I'll never cheat on you and I'll show you how to have some fun. How to have some fun. I'm just a food stomping, honky tonkin', redneck, hillbilly, beer drinking son of a gun. I'm just a food stomping, honky tonkin', redneck, hillbilly, beer drinking son of a gun.
That is a brand new single out to radio from Jeff Taylor. Jeff Taylor Music is where you can find him on social media, beer drinking son of a gun. And I'll tell you what, it's been hot enough these last 4 or 5 days right around Christmas that you can sit out and drink a cold one every now and then. It is going to get cold though. Be prepared for that. It is coming through this Sunday to Branson, Missouri. If you want to check out the full weekly weather forecast, if you're planning a trip to Branson, you can do that right on the homepage of my website at KICR IndieCountryRadio.com, and be safe out there. That wind chill will be ridiculously cold by Sunday night. Hotter places? Well, you have to go to one of those. That's the title of this next song from Bridget B. Nanty on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR. Indie Country Radio, New Country's best on New Music Friday.
You said you're heading someplace hot. I'm stuck here in this frozen plot. My bones ache from this bitter chill. Got dreams of warmth, they want their fill. I'm sick of icy mornings bite. Can't shake the cold out every night. Lonely days easy to repeat. With every step feels incomplete. Hey, can I come to those hotter places? Tired of cold and empty spaces. Let me burn where the sun blazes. Where love grows, not just phases. Snowflakes fall just like my tears. Winter's grip fuels all my fears. Whispered winds, cruel and mean. Warming up's my only dream. Say you'll take me where it's warm. Escape this endless winter storm. Chase the sun on open roads. Find that heat where love explodes. Hey, can I come to those hotter places? Tired of cold and empty spaces. Let me burn where the sun blazes. Where love grows, not just phases. Say you'll take me where it's warm. Escape this endless winter storm. Chase the sun on open roads. Find that heat where love explodes.
This is Kristen Kelly, and you're listening to The Tim Kelly Show, syndicated worldwide, playing New Country's best.
Even the summer wind doesn't feel the same. Since you left, my whole world has changed. Sitting on the back porch swing, we first caught a spark. Now I'm blowing smoke rings in the shape of broken hearts. There's a million stars hanging in the sky. They once belonged to you and I. Now they don't hold the same magic they once did. They don't shine like they used to. They don't hold answers or the truth. Even when they're shooting across the sky, they don't make lovers' dreams come true. They're just holes in the night. Those old dusty roads aren't as much fun as they were when we were chasing the setting sun, casting wishes and skipping stones across the sleepy lake. Now I'm out here on my own, sky. They once belonged to you and I. Now they don't hold the same magic they once did. They don't shine like they used to. They don't hold answers or the truth. Even when they're shooting across the sky, they don't make lovers' dreams come true. They're just holes in the night. They say that time heals wounds of love. I hope that's true. It can't come soon enough. There's a million stars hanging in the sky. They once belonged to you and I. Now they don't hold the same magic they once did. They don't shine like they used to. They don't hold answers or the truth. Even when they're shooting across the sky, they don't make lovers' dreams come true. They're just holes in the night. Oh, they're just holes in the night.
You're listening to the Tim Kelly Show on KICR, IndieCountryRadio.com. It is New Music Friday. I'm playing the best in new country music tonight, and I have some great radio interviews on the program as well. Mike Sudinsky, they call him Suds for short, is with us tonight. How are you, my friend?
Hey, Tim, I'm doing great. How you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. I have been looking forward to talking to you tonight. I've been playing your music for a little while now, and I want to give a big shout out to Michael Richard, I believe, up there in New Brunswick, who found you. So he
that's a story in itself,
isn't it?
He has been a huge fan and a huge asset, and really appreciate what he's done with me and for me.
Yeah, he's up there in New Brunswick, and he said there's a station up there and several stations that won't play these independent artists, and I found this guy in Branson, Missouri that'll do it, and so here we are on the radio tonight, and I find out when we get to talking tonight before we go on the air that you've been in radio a little bit, and one station was in Kansas City. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, we had I spent about 3 years there in the Kansas City area working with a group of radio stations, and always had the country station on my side, so it works. It works.
Yeah.
It's been something I've been involved with for quite a while.
That's awesome. Now, music-wise, how did you get into it? I know you stepped away for a time, and now you're back, and I'm sure glad you are because you make some great music, but how did it all start for you?
Well, back when I was in, grade school, I started with the drums. I'm not the best in keeping a steady beat. So then I went to trumpet, and the band director pushed me over, trying to get me to breathe from my stomach, and went over backwards in a chair. So that ended the trumpet days. But I ended up with saxophone and played quite a bit all through high school, and then in bands afterwards. We had a traveling band in high school that we traveled all over the Upper Peninsula of Michigan and played at other schools, and then I had a chance to go to school for that, but I was a little more interested in golf. So I went that direction, and then about 10 years later, 11 years later, I ended up hooking up with a worship team at a large church in the Northern Virginia area. And it just so happened they needed a sax player. And then one day the lead singer was missing, and I said, I can handle it probably. Let me give it a shot.
Yeah.
And then I ended up leading worship in some pretty large churches for a while.
Wow.
And then life, you have kids, and you coach sports, and pretty soon the music sort of just fell by the wayside, and not even listening to that much music. It really didn't hit me how much I missed it until I needed to find a break from the stress and nonstop work of the work life.
Yeah.
And so 20 years later, I decided to learn how to play guitar and taught myself that. And then I found backing tracks and started playing gigs early this year and writing music, and it sort of snowballed pretty quick.
That's awesome. Well, I'm in year number 14 of doing this program. I'll complete that in May, and I'm going to step away from the live shows, but it's been quite a ride. And doing this independent artist thing, when I started doing it, I've ended up playing Cody Johnson as an independent, Lainey Wilson, some of those bigger names, Cole Swindell,
That's awesome.
Tyler Farr, some of those guys that are really doing it great in the world of country music. But it has led me to you and Michael and getting to meet you folks, and the independent artists are just so neat and real people, and you make real good country music that radio needs to be playing, and that's why I keep doing it. So.
Through what you've done and some of the people I haven't met them in person, but I got a whole new list of friends.
Yeah, I know.
When it goes to social media and it's really been a fun time. This last 6 months has been it's been far more than I'd ever dreamed when I started back into playing music and writing, and it's more than I'd ever dreamed.
Yeah, Michael will actually put you on that friends list and tag you in it on social media as one of those artists that are his favorites, and you're one of mine too. I've been playing you for a while, and you've been a great supporter of this show even before we actually met and ended up doing this interview tonight. And I appreciate that because, we're putting you out on 13 radio stations around the world, and they love it in these other countries, the country music that you guys are making over here as well.
Yeah, it's funny. I've got a pretty good following on my website from the UK, and I've got some. I've had a lot of conversations. I've been on other radio stations and interviews over there. Again, it's. I just laugh at times to think, how fast it's spread.
Yeah, well, you've definitely got the talent too that needs to be heard. Now, let me ask you this too: at what point did you start singing and vocally know that you wanted to do something and perform in front of people like you're doing now?
Well, I leading worship in some big churches as I led vocally, so it's something that I always enjoyed doing.
Yeah,
and it really just came about as I was learning how to play guitar, and then I found some backing tracks that I could play along with. Well, then I did find it pretty difficult to play guitar and sing originally. It's like chewing gum and walking for me.
Yeah.
But I got a hold of that, and then I said, well, if I'm going to push myself, then I'm going to have to get back out in front of people.
Yep.
And so I actually the first time and probably the most nervous I've ever been is I played at a sales training for my sales team, and it went pretty well. And I said, okay, well, then I started looking for gigs, and this month I think I'm playing 8 or 9 in the month of December. So
that's awesome.
It's been a lot of fun, and actually driving to one now. I've got one tonight from 7 to 9.
Awesome. Congratulations. You really got it going on. And I want to say this too. This year I've got so much great Christmas music by the independent artists, original Christmas music. And some of them, they were doing, getting choirs involved in the background, singing this music. And boy, it just turns out phenomenal when you get that big of a church group or a choir singing. And you probably heard that a lot on Sundays.
Oh, yeah. Quite a bit. And I've enjoyed it on your show, and what you guys have been playing. It's amazing the talent that's out there.
Yep.
I don't think people realize how deep the talent in music goes, and especially with independent country artists. There's the Wes Ryans and a number of guys that I've gotten to know that I just shake my head, and John McDuffie and Terrence Hart, and I just shake my head with what they put out, and it keeps you on your toes. You know, just when you think, that sounds pretty good, and you listen to theirs, I go, okay, I better get back to work.
Yep, absolutely. Well, and I started this show years ago. It's called Triple Play Thursday, and I love to have 3 killer songs to play during that show because nobody else in radio has really picked up on that. They won't play 3 in a row from a female or something like that sometimes, and I do it. I'll play a band, a group, and whoever it is, I don't care. But I need 3 great songs, and you've got that, and I do 3 in the interviews, and we're going to do that for you tonight as well. So, in order to get on that program, you got to have at least 3, and you've got it, and they've got it, and that's what makes that show work so well.
Yeah, I think when we started talking about this, I had 2.
Yeah, yep, you did.
So then I went to work and made sure I found that 3rd one for you.
We even said that back and forth, talking on Facebook. I was sure ready for that 3rd one to drop. Yeah, absolutely.
Yep.
Well, we've got more than 3 now, so you've got some great songs. This one I've been playing a lot on Wednesday. I still do this show called Indie Wednesday, and it's called Hump Day Happy Hour. And I've got a liner I did, kind of made it my own with that old Geico commercial, with the camel that it's Hump Day. So I always thought this song was perfect for that show.
Yeah, it's in fact, I've had a chance to play a few gigs on Wednesdays, so it always goes over well when you on Wednesdays. But I'll play that one pretty much everywhere.
Yeah, absolutely. So, did you write this one?
Yes, I wrote it and produced it, and so it's funny that it came to me. It actually started off with the I was driving around. I do a lot of driving. I'm in the roofing business for a real job, and I was driving around, and I had this hook in my mind of coming in hot. Coming in hot. Then one day it just, in about 15 minutes, it just all came out.
Yeah.
And once I got the chorus, then it was okay. Got the hump day, built the verses and the bridge, and it didn't take long at all.
Yeah.
It's amazing how sometimes the song can come to you so quickly. And sometimes it rattles around in your head for months.
I've been a co-writer now on 3 songs that I have out with a buddy of mine, Keith Bradford, and we just feed off each other back and forth, a line, a verse, a title, and things like that. And I've always been able to do that. I haven't done a whole song from start to finish yet, as far as writing it, but it's just so neat of a process, isn't it? And you get to tell either a fictional story or a story that you lived about your life, and get to put your story out there to the world in music.
Yeah, it's amazing how you can communicate through music.
Yeah,
I've always marveled at. You might go. In fact, it happened today. As my wife and I were driving around, and a song came on, and it was like 3 notes in, and it was a song from the '80s. And bang, it started off, and you still know every word. It just, music ingrains things in your life that unlike anything else I've ever been involved with. So it's really been a lot of fun going down this path.
Yeah, and doing a lot of traveling like you do. I listen to the radio all the time, and you're exactly right. You hear some of those piano licks starting out or whatever it is, and you know the words immediately to that song as soon as you hear it. And, and talking about the 80s, when I was in California, we talked about that. We both lived out there in Southern California. It was 80s music for me. But then that 90s country came along, and I was living in Oklahoma, and that's what converted me over to country radio. And my first job was in McAlester, Oklahoma, doing radio, and I've been doing it ever since. But those guys like Toby Keith and Garth Brooks and Vince Gill and all that got it started for me.
Yeah, it's funny you say that, because I started off, I really didn't listen much to country till I moved to Texas. So growing up, it's like I'll play gigs now, and I laugh because I sort of end up with the country version of Elvis or the Beatles, or it's pretty. In fact, I even do Casey and the Sunshine Band's Boogie Shoes, and I go, well, this is a country version of Boogie Shoes, you know, and every now and then I'll work it in with Boogie Boots. So Once country really caught me when Garth Brooks blew up and Travis Tritt and George Strait and those were the first country artists that I listened to, and I still have a tendency, as you can hear in a lot of my music, is I still gravitate to more of a country rock or a little harder edge.
Yeah.
Other than when I we'll talk about Listen to the Whisper later, but it's just that's my favorite vibe.
Yeah, I love how all of that is incorporated into country music. And you mentioned Texas. I mean, it's its own animal down there with that red dirt country and all the things they got going on. And they've got their own charts, their own countdowns, their own award shows they got going on in Texas. And speaking of KC, I'll just tell you this real quick. I met a young lady who I've had on the program a couple of times. Casey Johns is her name, and she was performing over here in Springfield, Missouri, and I was 15 minutes away. So I'm like, I'm going to drive over there that night and go meet her in person. And of course, I knew in the radio interview, because I wanted to ask her, were you named for KC, maybe Kansas City or something like that? She said, no, it was actually for KC and the Sunshine Band. That's how I got my name, Casey.
That's funny.
So, even the young folks today, it resonates with them, that music that we loved growing up, and for female artists, too, they tell me all the time that Patsy Cline and folks like that who've been gone longer than they've been alive still inspires them to this day. Isn't that amazing about music, too?
Oh, it is. It is. Yeah, when I was a kid, I'd sit there and listen to Elvis on his live album in my bedroom, and I'm talking when I was 10, 12 years old.
Yeah.
And I still do some of this stuff now, it's amazing how it stays with you.
I just played Blue Christmas here not too long ago when we were doing the Christmas music right before we got on this program tonight. We're the day after Christmas, but when I started cranking up Blue Christmas, man, people just start lighting up in your chat room. Oh, I love this. This is what they grew up listening to. Yep.
It's so funny you mention that. Real quick, I have a little story about that. We're at Six Flags. My family, my kids were little, and my wife and my mom and my stepdad, and we were going past the stage that had a country band on it. And they sat there and they go, "Hey, we got anybody out there wants to join us for Blue Christmas?" And my kids just went, "My dad, my dad, my dad." So I came up there and they said, "Okay, come on up." And I could do a pretty good Elvis at the time. So and unbeknownst to anybody other than my kids, and so I got up there and they had me get started, and they're all looking at me like, "What the heck?" And I got done, and it was a pretty big hit.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what, we're going to play the first song tonight for you called Hump Day Happy Hour. And the thing about happy hours, they're usually longer than an hour, aren't they? This show is a 3-hour show, and I'm going to be happy the whole time having you on tonight, man. I look forward to this for a long time. It's great to have you.
I sure appreciate it. I look forward to it as well.
You're welcome. He is Mike Sadinsky, Suds for short. We'll come back and talk to him some more after we play Hump Day Happy Hour on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on this New Music Friday.
Quitting time again. Time to fire up my truck. Come on, girl, you can jump right in. We are headed to that honky tonk. It's Hump Day Happy Hour again. It's Hump Day Happy Hour. Practice for the weekend. I am coming in hot. That music draws me in. Gonna kick up a little dust. It's Hump Day Happy Hour. Just wrapped up the third Monday of the week. Need to let off little steam, if you know what I mean. A little music, a little smoke, and ice cold beer, Jack and Coke. I know just where to find my friend. It's Hump Day Happy Hour. Practice for the weekend. I am coming in hot. That music draws me in. Gonna kick up can join right in. Drinks half price for our friends. The place is packed, but that's okay. The views are hot either way. Gotta let your hair down and kick your boots up. It's hump day, happy hour again. Practice for the weekend, I am coming in hot. That music draws me in, gonna kick up a little dust. It's hump day, happy hour. 7 a.m. is gonna come early, can't make the night too long. Just a couple of hours to prime the pump, hear my favorite song. Crank up that jukebox and fire up the band. Hump day escape is all part of the plan. It's hump day, happy hour again. Practice for the weekend, I am coming in hot. That music draws me in, gonna kick up a little dust. It's hump day, happy hour. It's hump day, happy hour. Practice for the weekend, I am coming in hot. That music draws me in, gonna kick up a little dust. It's hump day, happy hour.
His name is Mike Sadinsky. They call him Suds for short, and you'll find out why when we get your social media here in just a little bit. But Hump Day Happy Hour, what a fantastic song. Still love playing that one. Great song.
Thanks, Tim. I appreciate you. You've played a lot, and I hope you can keep it as a staple on your Wednesday show.
Yeah, absolutely. I definitely will. It's perfect. And this next song we're going to play is called Listen to the Whisper. I get a lot of interesting song titles in my email, and until I do these interviews and get the stories behind the songs, I never know what they're about, really. So tell us about it.
Man, this one's pretty much my story of getting back into music.
Uh-huh.
And sometimes you just have that voice, and having led worship in churches and stuff, I've learned over time. Sometimes you just have to quiet yourself, listen to what you're hearing, and follow along.
Yeah.
That's what I did. Yeah, when I started, it would have been real easy to go, I'm 61. What are you going to do with music now? You can always have that negative voice sitting there on your shoulder, chirping in your ear.
Yeah.
And but I just kept having this voice that, you know what, go for it, go do it. And it's not, it's so funny because I've had some amazing opportunities. I've had a lot of people reach out at different levels of the industry, and they always ask, well, what do you want to do with it? And honestly, I sit there and go, I really don't know.
Yeah.
I'm just sort of listening to that whisper and going along with it.
One of my wife's favorite groups is the group Alabama, who are in their 50th year of doing country music and still touring. And they've got a great song that they did with a choir too, called Angels Among Us. And there are angels among us. It could be a relative that has passed, or somebody that, that little angel on your shoulder type thing. Just that whisper in you to keep you going, to motivate you to do something, or to pay tribute to that person that has passed. Maybe your dad or your grandpa that used to do music or something like that. I hear those stories all the time. That just made me think of that when you talk about that song.
Oh yeah, no, you can always find, like I said, you can always find the voice, whether you make it up for yourself or, in doing this, with social media, I've posted some stuff that's just sort of a work in progress, and you get the guys that are, learn how to play guitar, or I want to take some singing lessons, and there's no shortage of critics.
Uh-huh.
But at the same time, I've just sort of listened to that whisper, and when I wrote that song, it came to me relatively quick again, and I got in the studio, recorded it, and then it's really become a testimony to the walk I'm taking with this. I still don't know what I want to do with it.
Yeah.
I just know I'm having a blast, and I'm entertaining a lot of people through the gigs I'm playing. I've had some studios in Nashville reach out over some stuff and some songwriting opportunities. If I didn't listen to that whisper, none of that ever happens.
Boy, isn't that the truth? And I saw on your website some of the good-looking gigs that you've been doing and the pictures from some of that. And, it's great when you can tell these stories in front of folks, and especially in even smaller venues, and see how it resonates with them. They're sitting right there in front of you, huh?
Yeah, it is. It's amazing, and in fact, it's so funny. Yeah, you talked about my website, and a couple weeks ago, I got a call from an email first from the corporate office of Boot Barn, and they're opening some new stores in this area. And they reached out and said, "We'd love to have you come in and play for our grand opening."
Wow.
And I'm like, you got to be kidding me.
I talked to the one down here in Branson at the Landing, and he said, "Man, you missed our grand opening, but maybe you could come and do your radio show from down here sometime." I thought that was pretty cool too. Yeah, I love the Boot Barn.
Yeah, I guess they do that a lot with different locations, and when they're opening up new stores and holidays or special seasons. So, but again, it's like who would have thought?
That's awesome. They are awesome folks. They keep the doors open to the store, and when you walk by down on the Landing in Branson, you can smell all that leather coming out of there.
Oh yeah. And I was actually in one today, and you walk in, it's just like, I could just live right here.
Then you go in, and they actually have cologne in there. That's where I bought my first bottle of Yellowstone. Was a good cologne. I love it.
Yeah, they do.
So that's awesome, sponsor. Good for you. The third song we're going to play for you tonight to kick off the top of the next hour. This may resonate with me for a while because we do a lot of eating around the holidays, and I've been doing it too. It's called A Little Bit Lighter. This may be my goal. I don't know. What's this one about?
I guess I could twist it a lot of different ways.
Yeah.
But it's really about just appreciating the fun stuff that you have in your life, the things that you cherish. It starts off winding roads, no street lights, stars above are shining bright.
Mm-hmm.
Windows down, music's up, having the time of my life. There's so often. Yeah, there's no shortage of negative news and things that can bring you down. But if you shift your focus to the things that you appreciate in life, the margarita on the beach, the sound of a child's laugh, all of those things can really change your perspective.
Boy, that is for sure. Mm-hmm.
And that's really what that song's all about. Just live in the moment.
Yeah.
Squeeze out every drop that you can enjoy, and that's literally the whole. It's funny. One of the verses in the song talks about the laughter of a child, and I was literally looking at a friend of mine's social media one day, and I was in the middle of trying to come up with how to put this song together, and it was funny. I saw the video, and her daughter's laugh just struck me, and that then turned into really quick the verse I hadn't put in yet, and once I had that,
wow,
thanks, the song was done. So we got so many things, and we can be so serious about stuff in life, but man, some of the best times and some of the best things in your life are the simplest things.
That is for sure. And I've said this too, that we have a short time to make a big impact. We've lost a lot of people in music at a very young age. Elvis was one, Prince was one, Michael Jackson fairly young, all of these people that we lost. And so, whatever we're doing and whatever our dreams are, we don't want to look back with regrets. And you've got another great song that we're not playing tonight that I've been playing a lot. Regrets of a Dreamer is the title of it too. So.
Yeah, no, that one's sort of my life story. So yeah, but you can't stop dreaming.
No, absolutely.
If you stop dreaming, you might as well shut her down.
Yep. So
because that's what keeps you going.
absolutely. So go to that gig. Go buy those concert tickets. Go do what you want to do. Take that cruise. All of those things. You know, you only got one life, and you're definitely living it. And you happen to be doing it right now in the Sunshine State of Florida. So that's pretty awesome. There's a lot of great country music in Florida. Artists that I've interviewed too.
Yeah, that's not so bad. It's not a bad place to be. And, you know, it's funny. I was never a beach person growing up. I couldn't sit still that long. And today, you know, a beach chair and sunshine and a little breeze and a margarita ain't so. I got a lot of appreciation for that.
That ain't a bad deal. There's a Jimmy Buffett song in there somewhere.
Yeah, there's probably something in there like that.
There's a Mike Sadinsky song in there too. Thank you for being here tonight, my friend. And where can folks find you on social media? I'm Tim Behind the Mic. You're Suds Behind the Mic. Tell us about it.
Yeah, that's Suds Behind the Mic on Facebook. My YouTube channel's out there. My website's sudsbehindthemic.com. That's probably the easiest place to track me down, and all the links are there. And yeah, I've got a little story that I'm doing on YouTube these days. So yeah, if you track me down through the website, everything's there that I've got going on, or links to it.
That sounds fantastic, man. Have a great new year, and look forward to a lot more great stuff for you in 2026, man. Congratulations! Congratulations on this year, though.
Right back at you, my friend. It's been great getting to know you, and I really appreciate all you've been doing. I know you're making some changes, and I'm happy for you.
Well, thank you so much.
Not happy for me, but happy for you, because you've been a huge asset, and yeah, I've had people all over the country that have heard, reached out and said, "Well, I heard you on this radio show," and I couldn't believe it. So yeah, no, I appreciate everything that you've done, and I'm excited for what your future is next year, and getting things done that you want done. I appreciate everything you've done with me, and I look forward to keeping in touch with you. And it's, again, a friendship I've built through this that I don't take lightly.
Well, that's awesome, and you are a friend, and you know, it's amazing the people you meet through music. And this started out as a hobby for me, and it just exploded over the last 14 years. But yeah, we're going to keep the station going, and I'm going to keep playing your music. So keep sending us that new music and Christmas music. If you ever make a Christmas song, I'm keeping the channel, Christmas channel up year round as well.
I'll get to that. I got 3 ready to go get in the studio and get out there.
That sounds awesome. Thank you for being here tonight. Mike Sadinsky, Suds Behind the Mic. This is called Listen to the Whisper, and a little bit lighter coming up on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on this New Music Friday.
I find myself wondering about that voice inside my head, never knowing if it's right or if it's wrong, looking for direction on which way I should turn. Don't want to waste my time or end up looking like a fool. So listen to the whisper comes from up above. Listen to the whisper, it comes to you in love. In your heart you'll know it's right, and timing is so true. So listen to the whisper, you'll know just what to do. When doubt creeps in and confusion reigns, when the world seems upside down, if hope is lost or just fading fast, if you just can't figure things out, when wrong seems right and right seems wrong, if you are full of doubt, just listen to the whisper and let everything work out. Listen to the whisper, it comes from up above. Listen to the whisper, comes to you in love. In your heart you'll know it's right, and timing is so true. So listen to the whisper, you'll know just what to do. The noise can be deafening. The doubt can stop you in your tracks. The fear can rise just like the tide, and we wanna run and hide. Take a breath and blow it out. Calm that storm and breathe. Listen to the whisper. It is everything you need. So listen to the whisper. It comes from up above. Listen to the whisper. It comes to you in love. In your heart you'll know it's right. The timing is so true. So listen to the whisper. You'll know just what to do. So listen to the whisper. It comes from up above. Listen to the whisper. It comes to you in love. In your heart you'll know it's right. And the timing is so true. So listen to the whisper. You'll know just what to do. Listen to the whisper and you'll know just what to do.
Another hour of the best in new country starts now. On Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best.
Winding roads and no street lights. The stars above are shining bright. Windows down and the music's up. Just having the time of my life. Little things can mean a lot when you sit back and enjoy that spot and recognize that life doesn't last forever. Living in the moment, squeezing out every drop. Let the joy and love fill you up. They will wash away the pain. Smile and enjoy the view. Smiles coming back at you. It makes the day just a little bit brighter. Makes that heavy load a little bit lighter. Beaches as far as the eye can see. Waves are rolling in musically. Sun is hot and that margarita's cold. I promise you now this doesn't get old. Laughter of a child fills the air. They show us they don't have a care. It really reaches you in your soul. It is a place we all need to go. Living in the moment, squeezing out every drop. Let the joy and love fill you up. They will wash away the pain. Smile and enjoy the view. The smile's coming back at you. It makes the day just a little bit brighter. Makes that heavy load a little bit lighter. The glass can be half full, or the glass can be half empty. You can give thanks, or you can cry in your beer. Now make that choice to appreciate the things in life that you find great. Bring the sunlight into the darkest place and get on with your life. Living in the moment, squeezing out every drop. Let the joy and love fill you up. They will wash away the pain. Smile and enjoy the view. Smiles coming back at you. It makes the day just a little bit brighter. Makes that heavy load a little bit lighter. Living in the moment, squeezing out every drop. Let the joy and love fill you up. They will wash away the pain. Smile and enjoy the view. Smiles coming back at you. It makes the day just a little bit brighter. Makes that heavy
Sudinsky, Suds for short, and sudsbehindthemic.com is where you can find him on his website. Go check out more of his music if you like that, the songs that we played tonight and that great interview that we just did. And tell Mike Sudinsky you heard him right here tonight on the Tim Kelly Show, New Music Friday. And give him a like and a follow on social media as well, and purchase that music. That's what will make his world a little bit brighter, and you'll love that song a little bit lighter as well. I love it too. Thank you, Mike, for doing a great radio interview. That interview, after this live show is over, will end up in the Tim Kelly Show Interview Archives. That tab is also at the top of the homepage at KICRIndieCountryRadio.com. Let's get into hour number 3 with another artist I recently had a great interview with. He is hanging out live with us on TikTok at Tim Kelly on Air. His name is John McDuffie. This is called American Dream. Kicking off hour number 3 of KICR Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on New Music Friday.
Well, my back hurts and I'm late for work. My truck don't want to crank. Between inflation and rent, my paycheck spent before it even hits the bank. Yeah, they come on TV and they try to tell me the economy is doing great. But Uncle Sam and that newsman will lie right to your face. Cause they tax my pay, they tax everything, Lord. They tax and me to death. The more I make is working on till I'm dead. Yeah, harder I try to win at life. The more I get nowhere. And it seems to me there's no in between. You're either broke or you're a millionaire. And I ain't no millionaire. Cause they tax my pay, the tax and me to death. The more I make, tax and me to death. The more I make,